Sheila, it's Margie from Basmati. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm really good. Happy Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
Today we're talking with Sheila from the heartspath.net. She's going to share a little bit about her story and how she got into energy coaching, energy work, and energy guidance. Go for it, Mama.
Okay. Well, just a little background. I've always been involved in social work and counseling and just general helping field, I think, in general. But the energy work practices has always been something that I've been drawn to in lots of different ways. So, you can go all the way back to different things with many forms of use of energy and understanding that and how people engage with each other and yourself. And that's really where I just kept having all the interest in how we interact with each other and then just how we manage day-to-day life on this planet. It's really kind of what I just always was in search of the answers for those things. And it leads one in many directions, but I think personally they all feel like that's an answer for somebody, and that's why they're there. So I found my way to different programs over the years, and really started to feel compelled to start sharing a bit more of my journey, I guess, if you will, and a little bit more of my story. So that's a bit of where some of this is headed in terms of the heartspath.net, because a couple of co-friends and facilitators from our other program has been, we just decided it was a good place to start sharing our story. And it started as our blogging and with the potential to grow into services. And that's kind of what we're doing.
Super, super cool. Now, can you share with us a little bit about how that works?
As far as the Hearts Path?
Yes.
Yes. Really the website is, again, started as an opportunity to blog and share information. And so we each kind of come at that with our own way of storytelling, if you will, a bit, and our own experiences. So the blogs that I have are mine and come at it from a few different perspectives as far as my experience. But one of the things that I've been doing with my part of the blogging has been that I've always kind of received what I always call them messages, if you will. And so they're, wherever they come from, I'm not always exactly sure in terms of the energetic download of it, but I always have felt when I check in with my inner self that they're true messages, and sometimes I'm compelled to share them. And this happened to be a mechanism that I started using to say, hey, maybe this is a good way to throw this out there, and people will see them, and if it's meant to be for them, then they'll find it. It's just really the way that I've moved with that. And
but it sounds like you're open to the alignment, and then when someone's ready, they'll find you, which is really
absolutely
perfect, right? Yeah.
Yes. So it is definitely a matter of having faith in that divine timing, and it kind of will be when it will be. And it's not even a labor, but it's of love and a true genuineness that it's kind of being birthed, and it's going to go where it needs to go, and that's just kind of how we're putting it out there.
That's awesome. So if someone wants to work with you, how would they do that? How would that work?
Well, right now, what we were just starting some kind of community-based free types of programs that we've put out there. As far as us doing some individual work and different things like that, at this point, we haven't started taking on clients like that per se. That'll be down the road. So there is a prayer circle group that you can definitely on the website. It's, again, the heartspath.net, and under services, there's information about the two services we're doing right now, which are one's a remote-based you can be anywhere with the prayer circle that Brian Moss is doing, and then the Sacred Self Healing Circle that I'm doing is a in-person kind of local program that I'm doing in Maryville, Illinois, which is near St. Louis, Missouri. And,
super cool.
Yeah.
So cool. So I feel like this is going to be expanding in such a beautiful way.
It is, and kind of, yeah, so when we're talking to people, we're just kind of, hey, check in, follow us from the beginning, watch us grow. If it feels like, right now, something to just kind of get a little taste of and feel for, check it out, come back, and keep an eye on it, because we're going to expand as we feel compelled and drawn to and led, and it's something to up and coming that we're doing.
Which isn't that how we all are, right? It's evolving
absolutely.
as we go. So it's really
absolutely
good. Yeah.
So it's one of those things where hopefully people will find some interest in the programs that we're throwing out there now, but with the blogging, just to get some feel about who we are and some of the things going on in the world. There's lots of that for people to talk about and look at, but we're hoping that as they come back and keep an eye on things, they'll see the services that we expand with individual sessions and those kinds of things, that eventually that is definitely on our spectrum at some point, for sure.
Yay, super fabulous. Sheila, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today, and I look forward to chatting with you again.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for having me, and we'll, I'm sure, be in touch.
Yes, bye-bye.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye, honey.